Jamie, so let's put aside his demeanor because he never seems to be very upset that his
Right.
wife is now dead. And let's talk instead about this testimony that not only, okay, it tarnished her name, but then he says, and I was unrepresented, but in another part of his testimony, he says, I didn't say anything else because the attorneys that I talked to said not to say anything. I feel like it's circuitous in nature.
There's no question. I couldn't have put it better myself. And I think it's remarkable that his attorneys allowed him to speak and to that degree, because it does suggest that, had he been represented, maybe he would have done something differently. And, actually, what I find remarkable about that is, if you're on the stand and you're presenting to a jury that you're telling the truth, the idea that, well, I did this because I wasn't represented is in effect saying, I'm not telling the truth at that point in time, but maybe I am now, and it just concedes a lie to some degree, and I just don't understand the strategy at all. And I would just follow that up with, they have this sort of what appears to be this multiple. They're arguing self-defense, and they're also arguing that there was this inflamed emotional event that should mitigate things. And I suspect that those facts can coincide, but in large part, if you're defending yourself, it's because you're a non-actor, you're scared for your life, and you act. And then on the other hand, if you're suggesting that there's some level of mitigation, you are involved. Like, it's difficult for me to reconcile those two theories. And I think, again, I think the defense has a very difficult challenge in front of them on this case.
And it'll be interesting, Jamie, to see how they put it together in closing argument to try to make sense of it
Sure.
all, to convince the jury that what their client said means it was self-defense.